Whoever sent us here didn't care about our safety at all.
Enough! And you're one step away from disciplinary action, Doctor.
Copy that. Over and out. Whoa. Damn. You were right, Cobble. It's beautiful here.
I didn't have the time to read Stanislaw Lem's novel before I started playing this, but I will definitely read it once I'm through.
I have an object in sight.
That's a very old flag.
This is where they searched the ocean's biocenosis.
Meaning... oh, where they caught that fish, right?
Yeah. They stopped here first, then walked along the coastline northward.
Correct. But I think you might consider taking a shortcut towards the east, straight to the camp.
Just need to find the right route.
How do you know? Are there any signs of the crew?
Some slob left litter here. Had no respect for an alien ecosystem at all.
What kind of litter?
Cigarette butt? A crumpled pack?
So, taking off the helmet for no good reason. Risk of igniting a dusty atmosphere. Irresponsible spreading of DNA. Compared to this, the damage of an already extinct ecosystem is basically a negligible issue.
Security procedures exist for humans. The rule of integrity is for the sake of everything alien to us. We shouldn't place one above the other.
What are you saying, Yasna? The mission and the safety of our people have the highest priority. Always.
Always? Are we really that self-righteous?
Of course, Doctor. We must be the most important to ourselves. And they must be the most important to themselves. Whoever they will be. In the end, the strongest will survive. Isn't that how evolution works?
Not in a biological sense, Astrogator. Besides, I'm not convinced if we should interfere with everything alien to us just because we can.
Doctor, interference is at the heart of human nature. Man would still be a monkey if he'd only looked at trees instead of cutting them down.
Yes, we have a nasty nature. I can't argue with that.
And there's a fine line between inquisitiveness and interference. Sticking your nose where it does not belong. And also, what happens when safety of humanity and success of the mission become diametrically opposed? What do we choose then?
Please confirm that I'm on the correct route.
Yes, I confirm. This rate will reach the camp within an hour.
damage.
Excellent. Please speed ahead. You still have a long way to go.
Well then, you should save your breath, Astrogator.
Suddenly you're in Florida.
What is this? Astrogator, I found a peculiar inorganic structure. It looks like some spiky metal growths.
Artificial plants? Is spontaneous growth possible with this type of structure?
I've never seen anything like this. I wish I had time to run some tests.
When the situation is stabilized, we will take samples. I promise.
Oh.
I feel nauseous. Suddenly. That's not it. I feel darkness. Hang on.
There you are, B. So that's how we landed. That's how we blacked out the first time. I mean, it wasn't touching it that made Yasna black out. It was the fall, but she got dizzy first just by being in proximity.
Are you there? Over. I guess that's a no.
I'm back.
Is everything all right?
Yes, all good. They're already in the infirmary on life support. You found them in time.
How about their reactions? Have they regained consciousness? I mean, maybe one of them said something.
Unfortunately, they're still unresponsive. I'll let you know if anything changes. I'm doing an EEG on them right now.
I confirm, Gorsky was here. His rope is still hanging from the slope.
That's a good sign. Since he left it, he intends to come back this way.
But why hasn't he yet? Guess I know where Gorsky was going. Going down after him. Tell me one more thing. When it comes to Marit, are you going to use a grave tapper?
Yes, I'm considering that as a possibility. And what is your opinion? Should we look into her brain?
So like a tap on a tree, but into the grave. No, we're not going to use the grave tupper to extract her memories, no.
I have a feeling that would be inappropriate. We need to do an autopsy, but looking into a dead mind... One sec. Oh, I'm at the end of the rope.
Isn't that good?
Not at all.
Oh.
What do you mean?
Well, my feet are up here and the ground is down there.
I'm stuck. I'm hanging with all my weight on the rope, away from the wall. There's still a fair few meters left to the ground.
Can you go back?
Using just my hands, strapped with all this extra weight? No, not a chance.
What if you sway?
I can just jump off.
Is that safe?
No.
A substantial fall on unsteady ground. This is hardly a maneuver that I would describe as safe.
So let's take a moment to analyze the situation.
I'm thinking, if Gorsky went down this way and didn't break anything...
I mean, yeah, I can see his shoe prints.
He could keep going even with injuries.
Okay, this is a waste of time. You only die once. Here we go.
What's happening? Did you fall?
I jumped.
Status, please. Can you walk?
Yes. No fractures.
Please stop for a moment. Make sure you're all right.
No, there's no need for a delay. Dr. Gorsky is waiting.
Hopefully not waiting dead. Oh, that's gonna bruise though. Ouch.
We had our last contact with Regis a few minutes after noon. Even then, Dr. Gorsky was walking alone. Communications blew up shortly before he got here. He didn't take a tent. Anyway, what's the idea of doing it alone?
Damn. This place is amazing. It's all made up of these structures. Except they don't look like creations of nature anymore.
Maybe that's why Dr. Gorsky, not to mention the Alliance.
Well, if we're looking for something on this planet, this could be it. These structures form entire multi-story complexes. They look like a city.
Are you saying that...
No. There's no point in jumping to conclusions yet. I can't even see the bottom.
the structures go that deep?
Yes. I dread to think. What if Dr. Gorsky fell down there?
I took that into account when calibrating the probe. It will examine the bottom. I'll let you know if I find him.
Oh, shit. The telemeter glass cracked.
I wouldn't worry. What matters is that you're fine.
Anyway, Dr. Gorsky set up the flags.
So, he kept going, despite the lack of communication with the rest.
You'd have to see it with your own eyes, sir. This place. Gorsky may have lost himself in his discovery.
Are you joking, Doctor? Lost himself, Gorsky. He may not have respect for the unknown, but he has his feet firmly on the ground.
I think he must have discovered something. And since he suffers from excessive ambition, he's capable of stupid acts in the name of a breakthrough.
Well, I admit, that sounds more like him. You must trace his steps, Doctor.
I'm working on it. Are you receiving a signal?
What signal?
From Dr. Gorsky.
No, none. Why are you asking?
He tried to open up a connection, set up a transmitter.
There's nothing on the comms, but I'll check the record history. Please give me a moment.
What if it's not us he's trying to talk to? At all.
The height of the entire complex is over 100 meters, even 150.
And all made of this metal.
To a significant degree. If something were to live here,
Yes?
it would have to be very small. Like insects. On the other hand, there's no flora around to support such organisms. Left or right?
Let's squeeze through here.
All right. I'll squeeze through the passage.
2 more hours.
Huh?
That's all Gorsky has left of oxygen, at best.
And at worst?
He's just finishing it up. Though it all depends on his activity.
If I remember correctly, the atmosphere here is breathable.
Basically, yes. Dr. Krauter, however, warned that the methane content...
I know. But the effects won't be immediate. That gives us a few extra hours. These constructions don't have a clear division into functions. They're huge, complicated, and uniform at the same time.
Do you have any idea where all this could have come from? I'm aware without tests you can't do much. But let's say on first inspection.
It's hard for me to imagine that any biological forms could survive here. The interiors of these structures are filled to the brim with wires and rods. So maybe this metal builds up somehow, by itself.
Oh, you've already said something similar before. Just after landing, when you found those bushes.
Yes, right. I see the probe. Is everything all right with it?
Very much so. According to the readings, this place is one big ruin. Corrosion reaches to the very bottom, and the upper parts are full of holes, like a sieve. Other than that, everything is cold, dead, and very, very old.
Do the structures interpenetrate with rocks?
Yes. Moreover, they're covered with limestone deposits, which the scanner dates from hundreds of thousands to 1,000,000 years.
Interesting. What a scale.
Since the upper structures look like honeycomb, appropriate that. We named our probe B.
Still,
Yep. Wherever I look, there's metal. It's a bit like Pando.
in what? I have no idea what you're talking about, Doctor.
Nor do I.
A colony of populous tremoloids. American aspen. The new trees grow not from seeds, but from root suckers of old trees. As a result, it's one giant organism, thousands of years old.
So you're in a dead metal forest.
Huh, that does sound bizarre. Though maybe.
Doctor, something has been recorded after all. But there are plenty of errors in the transmission header. It's hard to say whether this is a message from Gorsky.
Why did this happen? How?
The system registered the transmission as interference or an alien signal, and not as a transmission from the crew member.
Okay, but what could have caused it?
Maybe a third party intercepting the signal, but I'd rather not speculate.
All right. Play it, please.
Gorsky to base. I repeat, this is Gorsky. Base, come in. No doubt, it's him. Now let's keep listening. But as soon as you report anything, Doctor, I'll stop the recording. No confirmation again. I report, I've made an amazing discovery. Geometric structures that a thicket of bushy, pointed rods and slats. Mostly iron, but not only. Molybdenum, carbon, tungsten. Altogether similar to a giant integrated circuit. A million swarm of tangled cables. Not a trace of electric current, polarity, not even residual magnetism. Maybe once upon a time, centuries ago, petawatts or exawatts of power flowed this way. To compare with something, it's probably a machine. Some kind of information collective structure. Maybe it was some kind of electronic brain. It makes me think of the Lyrans, a race of extinct sentient beings. Supposedly, they knew about light astrogation before we invented the wheel. They had to save themselves from the explosion of Nova. They sent ships. The remains of those ships have been found, ashed to a chip glued together. I've seen hypothetical schematics. The structures here remind me of those. Okay, moving on. Readings. Well, that's it. What follows is just a humming noise. Any thoughts, Doctor?
So far, it all leads to one conclusion. This is not a place for a man. Nor for any humanoids.
Then who is it for?
Maybe it's really an alien technology. Those Lyrans.
As far as I know, all information about the Lyran civilization is just guesswork. Many consider Lyrans to be just a myth, so I wouldn't take it too seriously.
Well, I think there might be something to it.
By the way, you were right, Doctor. Gorsky did lose himself in his discovery, in spite of everything.
And myth is not synonymous with lie.
I can see the relay up close. Looks broken. This is starting to look like a deliberate diversion to me.
You may be right. The question is, who's behind all these disruptive activities?
That I don't know, sir. I found some abandoned items.
What items? What do you have there, Yasna?
Something he shouldn't have left behind. A telemeter and food rations.
Agreed, he shouldn't. It's illogical.
At least his device is in working order.
The telemeter? Oh, right. Yours is broken.
I think I'll borrow it.
Go ahead, Doctor. It's issued equipment, so I wouldn't even call it borrowing.
There are more traces, this time handprints, and a drop detector.
What? Did I hear you right?
Yes, sir, you heard correctly. I'm afraid we must be ready for any eventuality.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean we should assume the worst. I still believe you'll find him, Doctor.
I found something. Again.
I'm listening.
More of the same stuff. Gorsky's things. More traces. Fine. Actions devoid of logic.
Back in the camp, you reported Marit's abandoned things.
A backpack and a journal, yes. This scene looks disturbingly similar. No one of sound mind would decide to go down this way. And yet Gorsky... Ouch!
Yasna, what is it?
I took a shortcut.
On purpose?
No.
Not really.
You alright, B? Come on.
Finally! I have his position.
A visual?
Not yet. Gorsky, are you here? It's me, Yasna.
Still nothing.
Yeah. I found his backpack. You know what that means, sir?
Yes, he's without oxygen. We must hurry.
Almost there. Oh, there he is. I see him. He's lying in a sinkhole. Doctor, answer me. Got him. He's not moving.
Breathing.
Gorsky! Gorsky! Look at me! His eyes are closed.
Is he breathing?
He's alive, but barely.
Did he react in any way?
Saturation is within the lower range. Risk of tissue hypoxia.
And the reactions?
Gorsky! Come on!
Calm down, Doctor. Get him out of there. The probe's already looking for a landing site.
Come on, Gorsky, up you get.
Okay. Let me just... I'm pulling him out. Done. He's out. I activated his SOS. You should pick up a transmission with his parameters, sir. Well?
No, nothing. The transmitter in the suit must be too weak.
Should I retrieve his booster from the backpack?
No point. Better to set up a relay. We have to do it anyway so that Hopper can land in this maze. Have a preliminary scan of your surroundings. There's an open area nearby. You have to move Gorsky there. The probe will guide you.
But he's not stable. I must share my oxygen with him, Astrogator.
You'd need a spare for that. The protocol doesn't provide for connecting two suits at the same time.
In that case, I'll give him my tank.
Negative. I won't allow it, Yasna. If you faint, the doctor won't carry you.
The membrane looks intact.
What did you say? I didn't hear.
Hold on, Gorsky.
I still can't hear you, Doctor. Please repeat.
Don't be angry, sir. But
But what? Please go ahead.
after careful consideration, I gave Gorsky my tank. We still don't know when you'll send the lander, so I can't leave him without oxygen.
Doctor, I explicitly told you not to. Never mind. Let's hope Artie can finish the job if you're both unconscious.
Artie doesn't need oxygen. Artie will be fine. It's all methane poisoning. It'll be fine.
Are you out in the open already?
Sort of. Yes.
Once you've set up the transmitter, I should... There it is. Pulse, heart rate, saturation, almost within the range. Now, mark the place for the lander. What was that?
I don't know. Everything is shaking.
Yasna,
No! No!
please hold on.
For what? Maybe. Madame, be safe with me.
I caught the probe. I'm... Fuck! I'm flying. What was that? Astrogator, I'm underground. It's hard to determine my exact location. Novik, do you copy? Base, come in. I'm sending an SOS. Anyone, please. Okay. Stay calm. Just keep it together. Heartbeat's racing, but saturation hasn't dropped below the tissue norm. Not yet, at least.
Yeah, no, tank is upstairs.
deposit of water. Probably unsafe for consumption. I'd rather not risk it. Shit! Meteoric waters. Too deep. Slippery terrain. Poor visibility. Considering all factors, situation hopeless. At least I got flares. Oh, come on. Gotta be kidding me.
Equipment not working. I mean, I had the choice to give Gorsky oxygen. But, you know, you could argue, like, is that already, like,
Okay.
the planet's or the anomaly's influence? Like, are we already making illogical decisions?
Fucking great. I can't. I just. Can't. I'm pretty much fucked. That's my considered opinion. Fucked.
Yasna? Here.
What the? That's just then with like no hope, deep abyss. It's like writing a haiku in Ghost of Tsushima.
Who's that? I can't see.
Oh, Yasna, it can't be either of them because you sent them back.
Crowther. Is that you? But how? You were supposed to... Doctor? Why won't you answer me?
It's good to see you again, Yasna. Unfortunately, there is no time for pleasantries. We need to get out of here now.
Hey, not so fast. I have some questions.
Later, Yasna. Now, look to your left. It should be easier from there.
Good one. I'm not going anywhere until you explain how you found me.
Then I guess you will die, because I refuse to waste time on explanations. Your choice, Yasna.
So that stranger, whoever or whatever that is, takes on the personality of the person that we ask for. Like, I'm convinced, had I said, Koval, you came for me, I would be talking to Koval right now. I should have asked for Koval. I think Yasna got on a little bit better with him. Also, I like his doodles in his journal. Oh well, we're stuck with Krauter now, or pseudo Krauter.
Asshole.
Then again, someone for Yasna to take her frustration out on.
something. I can't stand this dreadful silence.
Silence is harmless. You shouldn't be afraid of it. Unlike other things.
And what should I be afraid of?
Dehydration, hypoxia, methane poisoning. The list is quite long. Oh, what were you thinking, really? I warned you against opening your helmets, let alone giving all your oxygen to a dead man. A complete failure of reason in the act of futile heroism.
Gorsky isn't dead. That's why I left him my damn tank.
You might as well be. Do you really think giving him oxygen was enough? Something attacked you up there. Odds are, it got Gorsky as well.
We'll check and come back for him. Novik should be monitoring his parameters after all.
Yeah, about that. You shouldn't trust everything the old man says. He only tells us what he sees fit.
Huh? What do you mean?
Doesn't matter now. Let's focus on getting out of this maze. Is your equipment operational? Nothing damaged?
I think so. Flares are wet, though.
What equipment do you have on you? Procedural minimum or more?
The telemeter, tracer, a metal detector. Other than the latter, I'd say the bare minimum.
I wonder why they don't give us proper torches.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, I was like 40 minutes into this. Less, possibly, when I was like, helmet flashlight?
Slow down. I need to rest.
Rest is for the dead.
And for the living.
I've had enough. Just enough. Forward, Yasna. Faster, Yasna. We're racing against time, Yasna. We're constantly fighting for life, Yasna. Enough of this nonsense. I don't want to fight anymore. I don't want to fight.
All right, Yasna. Have it your way.
Oh, shut up, Krauter.
And here I thought you didn't like silence. Anyway, it's over. You did everything you could. But even that wasn't enough. You have the right to finally give up.
I'm not a stubborn child, Krauter. Reverse psychology won't work on me.
Pity. It was worth a try, though. On second thought, I imagine there are worse places to die. It's rather peaceful, actually. Just close your eyes and let yourself go. Fall asleep. End the suffering. It's not what we all want in the end. Nemo ante mortem beatus. No one's blessed before death. First, we chase happiness, a sense of purpose, grand ambition. But over time, we accumulate so much suffering that the greatest success we can hope for is to be content. In the end, absence of suffering means as much as absence of life. And death is more like a gift than a punishment. Yasna, are you listening to me?
Yes, I am. And it's certainly a punishment.
Why can't we ever be content with being content?